This is actually the fight that I'm the most excited about on this entire card. I know I hyped you guys up with the Ricci and the Xiaonan, but this fight matters. Volkan, no time, Oezdemir versus the Black Jag, Carlos Ulberg. Listen, Ulberg is storming right now, dude. This dude is really surging. 6-1 in the UFC. 4 knockouts, 1 submission, and 1 decision. The man can do it all, right? Because he was supposed to be just a kickboxer. But, AJ, there's a little bit of a difference in his opposition. Tafan Nchukwi, Nikolai Negamerianu, Ihor Potteria, Dawoon Jung, Alonzo Menafield. Awesome names. Big wins. You have stoppages literally over every single one of those fighters. Enter Volkan Oezdemir. AJ, it's a little bit different. Let me talk to the people. Volkan Oezdemir is a guy that I have a very interesting relationship with in terms of like a fighter, just someone that you bet on and that you just can't track, right? Magomed Ankalaev, Nikita Krylov, only 2 losses in his last 5 right here. The man is 8-6 in his UFC career, so he doesn't feel like he's the guy, the big play. But one thing that we have seen is if you give him a level of opposition that's under a legit contender, this dude is eating him up and getting him out of there. So, again, AJ, Volkan Oezdemir. He opens up, plus 205 dog, minus 265 favorite for Carlos Ulberg, which is fair, the way that the man is surging. I respect it. When we look at the odds, once again, let me go ahead and bring us back to the ESPN sheet. We are seeing, get rid of that one, currently, sorry, my eyes are failing me, plus 195 for Oezdemir, minus 240. So when we go ahead and we reflect on that, it's creeping for Oezdemir a little bit, which is the right thing. That means the odds makers have eyeballs and they can actually watch tape. Because if you watch tape, you know, if you don't chin Oezdemir early, he's going to drag you into some deep, deep waters. AJ, Carlos Ulberg, does he survive the bloodiest of waters?
Whoo, Derek, this is another very, very close fight, brother. Another one I have an asterisk on because we're going to find out. I mean, if there's ever a person to put Ulberg in a dangerous spot, right? Like you listed all those names of all those fighters that he has finishes over. You can't mess with no time, brother. Volkan Oezdemir is one of those, I literally have ultimate gatekeeper, right? Like, and no disrespect. Like this dude, if you do not bring a certain level of skill to this fight, Volkan Oezdemir will shut you down very, very fast in a dominating performance, man. Good pressure, still a killer. I mean, I say still a killer. It seems like he's old in this fight, but I believe he's only 1 year older than Carlos Ulberg. He has a very rooted approach, and he's going to do damage to you if you do not, like you, Derek said, chin him early and get this fight done, brother. Volkan Oezdemir is a beast.
So all of that being said, I cannot discount the one thing that plays in my mind is that Carlos Ulberg can go in there and finish this in like 2 minutes. Like he can. You cannot take that off of the table, man. He hits you with the left hook, it's a wrap. He hits you with that little counter shot. If Oezdemir is a little too aggressive and tries to put pressure on the youngster and say, let me show you what's up, this could end early. So Carlos Ulberg, plus 140 TKO, I understand why that prop is there. I'm not even mad at it right there. All I'm saying is that if this fight goes over, which if we're looking at the over right now, it is plus 105 for over 2.5, minus 135 for under 2.5. AJ, do you like that under?
I don't, Derek. I don't, brother. I mean, and hear me out real quick, right? Because everything's favoring Ulberg in that one. But if Ulberg comes in here and expects just to absolutely steamroll Oezdemir and he doesn't get it done in the first 2 minutes, like he is a long time ahead of him. So I'm expecting a little bit more of a calculated approach, kind of how Carlos Ulberg fought in the Dawoon Jung fight. Right, a little bit slower, a little bit more calculated. Find those moments because of how dangerous Oezdemir is. I kind of expected this one to go over that 1.5, man.
I'm curious to see if any grappling comes into play. If Oezdemir tries to take him down, work the full MMA arsenal right here. The major thing that I like about Oezdemir in this matchup is experience, dude. Ulberg is a killer. He's young. He's going to be the new generation. He's going to be the next big thing out of city kickboxing if he's not already that. But the one thing that you can't, it doesn't matter how good you are. You can't buy experience, man. Volkan Oezdemir has been through the flames. Like I said, look at the last 5. Magomed Ankalaev, you lose. Okay, you got a decision too. You didn't get finished. You beat Paul Craig, decision by Nikita Krylov. You submitted Bogdan Guskov, which was this dude is over here knocking people out left and right, but not the biggest win. And then you TKO Johnny Walker, which now isn't really the biggest win anymore. But come on, all these guys that he's an underdog against, he's cashing in. So, folks, I'm taking the flyer. Volkan, no time, Oezdemir, and give me that plus 450 decision right here, man. I really think that decision hits because I think Carlos Ulberg deserves enough respect to not just fold after he senses a little bit of adversity. I think this man is going to tough it out. But AJ, go ahead and give your closing thoughts on that one.
I'm with you, Derek. I actually think this fight's going to go a little longer, too. I like the plus 250 decision for the Black Jag, Carlos Ulberg, right here. Like I said, expect a calculated approach. Expect a lot of respect from both of these fighters, right? And Carlos Ulberg, I'm expecting to see him have some speed, have some style, dip out when Oezdemir comes in. Like I said, very technical fight. I like the decision plus 250 for Ulberg.
All right, fair play.